Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell, I don't have makeup on. I feel kind of uncomfortable because I'm rarely on video without makeup unless I'm doing like a trying makeup video like today. So we're just going to do the intro without makeup as well because I thought, you know, then you can really like see the difference. For today's video, we're going to be doing a review of some products I have from Rosie. So Rosie is a brand I've been wanting to try for a very long time, but they're kind of pricey to get here. We don't have Rosie retailers here in the Netherlands. They are available from Space NK, but they had actually a pretty good Black Friday deal on the website where you could get like more than 40% off. So I picked up some products. So the products we will be trying out today are the Solar Radiance highlighter. We also have the Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek Color. These are like the very popular cream blushes. We have the Satin Shimmer Duet eyeshadow in Satin Cocoa and White Gold Shimmer. We have the SoftLight Luminous Hydrating Concealer. And lastly, I actually got a little sample of the Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. So that's all we're going to be trying out today. If you're interested to see what I think of Rosie, then definitely keep watching. But if you're new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload videos every single week. I would love it if you subscribe. But without further ado, let's get some makeup on my face and try out the Rosie products. So we're going to be starting off with the sample of the Rosie Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. And I got this in the shade 20, which is the second to lightest shade. It says a hydrating serum foundation that delivers light coverage while helping to refresh skin after exposure to pollution. And it looks like super cute. And as you can see, it sort of has these like little beads in here. And basically the little beads you see in like the watery like thing are the pigment beads, I guess. So you basically put this on the brush or on the back of your hand. And then when you swirl your brush in there, the like beads sort of like release their pigments. So it looks like really interesting and different, but I actually tried this out today already because I was too curious and I didn't really like it. So let's put this on my face. I hope you can see it's very watery. You really see like the beads in the watery texture. And I'm just going to basically swirl my brush in here, and you can already see like on the back of my hand, like it changes into like a foundation. So I'm just going to apply this to the face. When I tried this yesterday, I did notice that it was just like a little bit too light for me, which I was kind of surprised by because this is the second to lightest shade and that is what I usually am. I found the shades look really deep online, so I was really happy that I was able to try out a sample size to see like which shade I would need. If I would actually purchase this, I think I would go up one shade deeper because I feel like this is a bit too light for me. It is definitely very glowy, but I noticed yesterday, even though I like wore it all day, it wore pretty well. It was definitely still on my face. So if you are interested in ordering something from Rosie, I would highly recommend getting the like little sample size to try this out. One thing I do want to say is I was a little bit surprised when I got these products in because if you didn't know, the Rosie brand is very like focused on sustainability. They really put like an emphasis on that they're like trying to be sustainable. But what I found interesting was I got this sample like in the order and then it actually came in like an extra cardboard box, which I mean it does like give a luxury feel and it feels like an actual product rather than like a sample size. But in terms of sustainability, I wouldn't like really need this cardboard packaging. Like this would have been like good enough as it is. And also I actually got a like highlighter and a brush with my order. Was like a free gift deal that they had like on Black Friday, and they actually shipped the highlighter and the brush in like a separate box. Instead of having to ship one box from the US to the Netherlands, they shipped two, which I found a bit unnecessary and is also like a bit wasteful. So for a brand that is so focused on sustainability, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit disappointed by that. But I mean, maybe they have like a good reason for that. I might need to contact them about that, but I mean, it's fine. We're now going to move on with the next product, and that is the SoftLight Luminous Hydrating Concealer. This concealer I have seen on the internet so many times and I was very curious to try this out. But one thing I will say, the shade range was a little bit difficult on this one. The one that I got is the shade LX010, which is the lightest shade that they have. I was really confused by the shade range. I did not know which shade I wanted to go for, and definitely I already tried this out yesterday and I could definitely use a deeper shade as well, so tiny bit disappointed by that. So this is what the Rosie SoftLight Luminous Concealer looks like. It feels quite heavy. I really like the packaging. I also believe some, if not all, of the packaging of this concealer is made out of recycled plastic, so that helps with the sustainability part at least. But then, like I said, I'm just confused that if they make a concealer out of like recycled plastic, why put your samples in extra boxes and ship a highlighter in like a separate box. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was just like my thoughts. This just comes with a pretty big doe foot. I actually quite like that, and this concealer is a very full coverage, so I'm just going to take like a little bit of this like under the eyes and on the nose, a little bit here, and I think that will be good. As you can see, it looks quite light, but when we blend it out, we can make this work. I'd rather have my makeup products be too light than too deep, because if they're too deep, then you can like not make them work. I have a Dior concealer, and whenever I put that on, it just doesn't look like flattering because it's just like too light. And I feel like with light products, you just take a bit more blush and a bronzer and it will be fine. And I have to say, it also looks a little bit lighter now that I have like a bright ring light shining on me. And that is what our base is looking like. And now let's use some cream bronzer because I need it. I'm just going to be using this one from Nars. This is the Nars Laguna 1 bronzing cream. Really like this one actually. It adds some warmth without being too like warm on me. So that is what it's looking like. So normally I only put my bronzer pretty much on my cheeks and then on my forehead, but now I'm just going to like put a little bit of the residue under my eyes as well, just to deepen everything up like a tiny bit. So now it is time for the famous blushes that I see all over Instagram. I'm very excited to be trying this out. This is the Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek Color. I actually didn't realize you can put this on your lips. I'm not going to do that. I never really put my blushes on my lips. I mean, I have plenty of lipsticks to use, but this is in the shade Wisteria, and I believe this is one of the newer shades, and I thought it just looked like really fresh for the winter time. It would be like so pretty, so that's the one I got. And this is what the actual component looks like. It just comes in this sort of like domed packaging, and on the back it just has a sticker which is basically in the shade of the product, and the actual blush looks like this. Now I heard someone say in a YouTube video that these kind of look like a toilet seat, and now I can't really unsee it, but I actually think the packaging is kind of cute. It's different. So I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. Putty Primer Application Brush. This is my favorite cream blush brush. I actually picked this up I think a year or so ago, and I got this because the one I actually wanted was sold out, so I just looked and I thought this one could work as well. And now I see it sort of like go viral on TikTok, and it's sold out everywhere, which makes me sad because I want another like 3 of these because they're so nice and helpful for cream blush, cream bronzer, like all cream product. And that is what it's looking like. It's looking quite vibrant actually, but I'm very curious to see what this will look like on my face. I'm going to take my big mirror again. They apply quite sheer on the face, which I actually really like because this shade itself looks quite intense. So I was kind of scared that it was going to be too like pigmented, but I actually like it when my blushes are a little bit softer. But they're a little bit more of like a thicker cream, which I just wasn't expecting by the look of it, but it does apply on the face absolutely beautifully, and I feel like this shade just looks so beautiful. Again, this is the shade Wisteria. So that is what the shade Wisteria of this blush is looking like so far. I really like it, so definitely a good first impression. Now for highlighter, I actually have one of the Rose Ink highlighters. This is the cream highlighter in the shade Brilliant, and this is actually a refill. Again, like I said, they had a gift on the website, like gift with purchase, where you were getting a highlighter and a brush and a little bag, and on the website it looked like a full-size highlighter, but it actually is a refill, and I don't have an empty like magnetic palette. So this is what the highlighter in the shade Brilliant looks like. It looks like a beautiful like light like champagne highlighter. Just going to give that a swatch. Hope you can see that. It looks really nice and glowy. This was like the only shade you could get. You couldn't like choose a shade, so I'm very thankful that this is actually like a light one that totally works for my skin tone. That looks really pretty and glowy. So totally happy with this cream highlighter. Like I said, just need to find a place to put it. For now, I'm just going to store it in the plastic container like this. And now it is time for the eyeshadow. And this one, I was very not sure how I was going to feel about this because my friend Helena Collects Beauty on Instagram, I'll have her linked down below. She actually tried, I think, 3 shades of these and she didn't like them, unfortunately. Usually she has like a similar makeup style as me. I feel like we like somewhat of the same product. So I was a little bit scared because I had already ordered this when I saw like her final review on these eyeshadows, so I was a little bit like scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I tried it yesterday and I actually quite liked it. This is what it looks like. I feel like it's a beautiful like neutral brown with like that really beautiful like white shimmer. The white shimmer side is definitely a powder and then the brown side is a cream. So what I'm going to do with the eyeshadow, I'm actually going to be applying the cream side with the Charlotte Tilbury Smudger brush, so like a very dense brush, and then I'm going to blend it out using a fluffy brush. So I'm just going to put this basically on the outer corners and in the crease where I would normally take a powder shadow as well. So that is how that is looking like. I'm now going to apply a little bit with my finger, and we're definitely going to get more pigment with the finger. This is a very interesting formula. I'm now going to take this brush, this is a little bit of like a mix between a dense and a fluffy brush, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to take a little bit more, see if we can make it a little bit more intense. Taking the smudger brush, I'm also going to put it on the lower lash line. It is just one of those products that is very soft. So if you like a soft eye look, I feel like you would like this. It's nice to work with. The cream blends out nice. It's like a nice wash of color on the eyes basically. But if you are someone who likes a more intense eye look, I feel like this would not be the type of product for you, because I don't know if you can tell, there is just like a little bit of a wash of like brown on my eye, but it's nothing like too intense, even though I tried to build it up quite a bit. For now, I'm just going to use the shimmer side. This is what it looks like. It looks super beautiful, and I'm just going to basically press this on there as well. And this is definitely quite a subtle shimmer as well, so I kind of see where Helena is coming from with her review. These aren't like the best eyeshadows in the world, but I mean, they're quite nice for like an easy everyday makeup look. Like yesterday I wore this to work and I did quite like it, but it's nothing like intense or anything. I don't know if you can tell, it's really like soft, and it's kind of almost hard to tell that it's there. So I feel like for the price point, considering these Duet for 30 euros, I maybe prefer the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, because they are just like more pigmented, even though they're like sort of like the same type of cream product. I would say maybe like get the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I absolutely love those. I have quite a few shades of those as well, and they're just like more pigmented to apply. They don't take as long to build up. But I mean, if you are looking for like a nice soft wash of color to the eyes, and maybe you would like this. I'm thinking if I'm going to apply an eyeliner with this. Should I do an eyeliner? I feel like it will make the look a little bit more interesting. I kind of want to do this green eyeliner. I think we're just going to do it. This is a Charlotte Tilbury like green eyeliner gel, and I'm going to be using the deepest side. I'm just going to do like a tiny wing. I don't think I've ever done a winged liner on camera before. This is quite hard. So that is what it's looking like, and now I'm going to put the other liner on the top. This is what I usually do with these liners. I like this shade more, but it's not as intense as this one, so I usually layer them. So that is what the eye look is looking like. I'm just going to do my brows and then we'll apply the mascara, but I feel like it already looks like more interesting with the eyeliner. So I'm just filling my brows in with the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift. I have this in the shade Natural Brown. I also have the shade Taupe in this. I feel like I can use both. Natural Brown is definitely a bit deeper. I do like a bit more of a bold brow, so some days I just prefer this one, but Taupe is really pretty as well, and it just looks a bit more natural. So that is what the brows are looking like, and now time to apply some of the mascara. Just going to use my Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I usually only have 1 or 2 mascaras open at a time, and I currently have this one. So that is almost the entire makeup look done. I'm now going to apply a little bit of the Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Lively, and I feel like this is a nice similar color to the blush. I did not like the Rare Beauty lipstick that I've tried, but the lip liner so far I do like. And now I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Pat McGrath gloss in the shade Love Potion on top. This is a beautiful like light pink gloss. Really pretty and feels very comfortable. This is the first time that I'm trying this actually. So then this is what the finished makeup look turned out like using all the products from Rosie that we tried today. I love the base. I feel like it's so beautiful. The skin tint, totally going to purchase. I feel like I need that at the moment because it's just so pretty. Like I probably don't need it, but I kind of want to have it. So maybe with the £10 Space NK voucher, I really shouldn't buy any more makeup, but it's so pretty. The concealer I really like as well. It does crease a little bit, but to be honest, every single concealer does that if I don't set it. The blush in the shade Wisteria is such a beautiful like Coral shade. I feel like it's so pretty and so many people would like this, so this one I would highly recommend. The highlighter is so nice and soft, a beautiful like lit from within glow. It's probably like not like a totally unique product in my collection. I do have more highlighters of course, but if you are looking for like a nice soft highlighter, I feel like this one would be a really nice one, so that one is getting a thumbs up for me as well. The eyeshadow duo, I'm a little bit on the fence about. I do think it's really nice if you like a soft like eye look. It's nothing like too intense, so it's definitely not for everyone. So if you do like more intense eye look, then do not go with these ones. But if you want to try something cream that is a bit more soft, then I would like these. But then again, like I said, I kind of prefer the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize over those, so I'm not really sure what to think about that. But overall, I feel like I really like this brand, and it's definitely something I want to try more from. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the products that we tried today, and also the finished look. Do you like it? Do you think these products are overrated or underrated? I would absolutely love to know your thoughts. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I have to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!